Social media is the #1 activity on the web. In fact, 1 in 5 divorces is blamed on Facebook. However, we aren't here to talk about Facebook, we're here to talk about Pinterest. Pinterest is the 3rd most popular social media site with over 25 million users. Out of all the 32 categories, DIY gets 42% of Pinterest traffic. One day, while on Pinterest about a year ago, I discovered crayon melting. I first started with taping all the crayons together at the top of the canvas, blow drying the top of them, and let the wax fall down. But after a while, that got a little boring, so I started experimenting with different ways to crayon melt. Today I'm going to share with you my favorite technique for crayon melting. The supplies you'll need is a blank canvas, some crayons, a blow dryer, and for this particular technique, you're going to need a cutout silhouette and some painter's tape. The first step is to get a canvas. Go to Google, type in umbrella silhouette or any other type of silhouette you'd like to use. Print it out, cut it out, and then I recommend getting some tape so you can tape it down to your canvas. When you're cutting out, you want to get as close to the lines as possible because then you'll be tracing it onto your canvas. So tape it down onto your canvas. Trace the outline. And you also want to get as close to perfect on your trace as possible because this will be what people will see. I find that crayon melting is a really easy and cheap, affordable activity to do and makes perfect gifts for pretty much anyone. You can make one for your friends, your grandma, your family, and you can do different colors so that it matches each different decor. So after you've traced your silhouette, you're done with it, so you can throw it away. Then you're going to want to color it in on your canvas. You want to get as close to the lines as possible so that there isn't any white space in your silhouette. After you colored it all in with Sharpie, you're going to take the painter's tape, peel off some tape, and cover up your silhouette with it so that crayon doesn't get on it. I find that this painter's tape is the best tape to use because duct tape or electric tape can stick to the canvas and may not come off. Also, sometimes the crayon can seep through the tape and that's never good. So this blue painter's tape is the best one that I've found so far. Make sure that you get your silhouette completely covered up so that way no crayon gets onto the black. Because even though it's black underneath, it's still noticeable if you get crayon on top. Alright, after you finish doing that, you're going to want to get a crayon. You can use Crayola or Rose Art, it doesn't matter, but I found that Rose Art peels a little bit easier and melts a little bit better. So I would recommend using Rose Art. For the context of this canvas, I'm going to use blue to act as rain. The first thing you're going to want to do is peel off the wrapper from your crayon. Like I said, Rose Art crayons peel a little bit easier, so I definitely recommend using those. Alright, once you get your crayon completely peeled, you're going to want to set it at the edge of your canvas. You're going to hold it horizontally. Use the blow dryer perpendicularly, like this. Blow dry so that the wax melts down. And after you've gotten enough wax on your canvas, you can use the blow dryer to kind of manipulate where the drips go. I would recommend having your crayon on, or having your blow dryer on the highest heat setting and on the highest power setting. That's when it works the best. You want your drips to go down so that it looks like raindrops, so that your finished product will end up looking like this. Here I covered the silhouette with painter's tape so that the rain looks like it's going off the top of the umbrella. Another option, if you don't want to go through finding a silhouette on Google and cutting it all out, tracing it down, another option is just to use the painter's tape to make a cool design, such as chevrons, and then using the same technique for crayon melting. So, as you can see, this is a pretty easy activity to do real quick if you have about 30 minutes. And all you need to do is find a silhouette, cut it out, trace it down, and then crayon melt. And it's super easy. So, social media is a great way to find different DIY activities. You just have to make sure you get off the computer to actually do them. Thank you.